Persian Inscriptions on Indian Monuments is a book written in Persian by Dr. Ali Asghar Hekmat Shirazi and published in 1956 and 1958. It contains the Persian texts of more than 80 epigraphical inscriptions found on historical monuments in India, many of which are currently listed as National Heritage Sites or registered as UNESCO World Heritage Sites. The most recent edition, containing an additional 200 epigraphical inscriptions from Indian monuments, has been published in Persian. An English edition is also being printed. First chapter. The first chapter of the book is dedicated to the history of Persian inscription in India, describing the history of epigraphy up to the initial development of Islam and beyond. Sassanid Persian inscriptions can be found in the Ajanta cave, on many coins dating from the reign of Pulaksin II and on the crosses of churches such as St. Thomas Mount and St. Omar Basilica in Chennai and St. Mary's Orthodox Valley Yapali in Bangalore. In India, Persian inscriptions are usually found on buildings such as mosques and tombs, or on secular edifices including forts, palaces, gateways, water tanks, wells, gardens and bridges. Certain movable objects such as seals, signets, vases and eating utensils often bear inscriptions too. Most Indian Islamic and Persian inscriptions in India date from the last decade of the 12th century AD, when Muhammad Ghori conquered Delhi and established his sultanate there. However, a small number of inscriptions have been found in Haryana, Gujarat and Kerala which bear earlier dates. In Persian, Arabic and Urdu inscriptions found in India, the dynasties represented most prominently are the Mamluks, the Khaljis, the Tughluks, the Sayids, the Lodis, the Mughals and Sirs. Many other regional dynasties also receive prominent representation in inscriptions within India. When the powerful Mughals and dynasties assumed power, they used Persian as the main language for all academic and administrative matters, including inscriptions, coins, official letters and many others. Under the later Mughals, many of the regional principalities became autonomous and continued using Persian as their official language. Later, when Urdu came into wider use, its existence was also recorded in inscriptions. In addition to Arabic, Persian and Urdu inscriptions, there are also bilingual and even trilingual inscriptions. Persian and mixed Quranic Arabic with Persian have been used alongside many other languages, including Sanskrit, Hindi, English, Portuguese and many others. Examples of such inscriptions can be found in Qutb Minar at New Delhi, the Tomb of Akbar the Great at Sikandara, the Adina Mosque at Pandu, the Taj Mahal at Agra and many other locations. In addition, Arabic and Persian inscriptions can be found written in various different popular scripts or styles of Islamic Persian calligraphy, including Kufi, Naskh, Thuluth, Rika and Nastaliq. Third edition. After being forgotten for over 50 years, a third edition of the book has been printed thanks to Dr. Muhammad Ajim. According to the publisher's introduction, the absence of the book was felt particularly keenly by students of the Persian language and literature, as well as linguistics. The new edition includes images of many of the inscriptions it describes, as well as a new 7th chapter consisting of 5 parts. The new edition of the book has been published under a different title, Persian Inscriptions on the Indian World Heritage Sites. This is because many of the stone inscriptions it describes have been preserved and registered as sites of World Heritage and World Spiritual Heritage. The new edition contains about 120 images. First part. The first part of this chapter contains a selection of Persian inscriptions found on the Hyderabad monuments, dating from the era of the Qutb Shahi dynasty. It also contains inscriptions from the Golconda Fort and the Deccan in the Andhra Pradesh. Second part. The second part contains details of Persian epigraphy on Bengal stones. Third part. The third part deals with the Mughal Persian architecture in India. The influence Persian-style architecture and language in India began with the Tughlaq dynasty. In addition, all the ruling dynasties after them were originally from Greater Khorasan, an area dominated by Persian language and culture. The Mughal dynasty also came from Greater Khorasan, which is why the book describes Mughal architecture as the Khorasanid Persian style of architecture. Mughal tombs, made from sandstone and marble, emphasize the Persian influence. Among the architectural achievements of this era are the Red Fort at Agra and the walled city of Fatehpur Sikri, as well as the Taj Mahal, which was built as a tomb for Queen Mumtaz Mahal by Shah Jahan. With its double dome, its recessed archway, its white marble and its parks, as well as the emphasis on symmetry and detail. This building contains many of the key elements of architecture from the period of Shah Jahan. Verses from the Quran were inscribed on the walls of the buildings. Problematically, though the depiction of living beings is forbidden by the Islamic religion. Fourth part. The fourth part describes the Persian language and its influence over other languages such as Hindi, Urdu and Turkish. Fifth part. The fifth part contains some samples of royal orders, including government instructions, and copies of the Persian drawings found in the museums of Hyderabad and Delhi. Indian monuments with Persian inscriptions. According to the book Persian Inscriptions on Indian Monuments, there are nearly 15,000 examples of Persian and Quranic inscriptions in India, mostly found in cities such as Hyderabad, Delhi, Agra and Lucknow, amongst others. The list of historical Indian monuments containing Persian inscriptions and Persian calligraphy includes the following: the Qutub Minar, the Red Fort, Humayun's tomb, Rashtrapati Bhavan, the Lodi Gardens, Purana Quila, Safdar Jung's tomb, Qutb complex, Mehri in South Delhi. Mehri was built by Qutb-ud-Din Aibak and heralded the beginning of a new style of art and architecture which came to be known as the Indo-Islamic style. Other monuments included in the Qutb complex of the Jamali Kamali Mosque and tomb, Alban's tomb, Qulai Khan's tomb, Rajan Ki Bauli in Mehri Archaeological Park. In addition, Taj Mahal in Adam Khan's tomb are located on a hilltop nearby. Other monuments with Persian inscriptions include the following: Tughlaqabad, Bedal-Dihyavi, Amir Khusrau-Dihyavi, Lucknow, St. James Church, Bara-i-Mambara, Buland Darwaza, Lahore Fort, Taj Mahal, Bibi-Ka Maqbara, Fatehpur Sikri, Moinuddin Chishti, Badshahi Masjid, Aga Khan Gallery. Pictures of some of the Indian monuments which contain Persian inscriptions.